and has CTU involved, has an upstairs, downstairs sort of story that 24 usually has, with upper level politics and down on the ground.
I think as the show takes off, it'll be pretty much its own creature. It'll have its own story. It's a separate story. It's starting in a separate new characters. But as it goes, I think you'll see some intersections with the old 24. But at the beginning, it's really pretty much a brand new adventure, new everything.
And how was finding this new cast, especially the new leading man?
We got very lucky. Our casting director went to see Compton, called from the parking lot and said, "I got your guy." And then
casting director being Evan's wife.
And then we only ever went to Corey. Corey actually agreed to do it, and that was it. It was strange. It was such good luck. We immediately became suspicious. But
it was actually very, extremely lucky when you think, because we were trying to cast as a young soldier who is green but also is intelligent but can come off as experienced and can have the weight of what Jack the keeper used to bring people. So we were worried at first, and we lucked out beyond belief.
Home run, yeah.
It was on like a Skype. He was shooting Skull Island, and we Skyped with him. It was one of those things where. And it happens very, very infrequently when you see somebody on even a Skype call who has the charisma and the composure, and aside from his performance in Straight Outta Compton, his presence is that powerful. And again, the rest of the cast is extraordinary too. Jimmy Smits, Miranda Otto, and down the line, Dan Butinsky. It's a wonderful cast.
We're very blessed. And Corey has the ability. Everything all stars do, he lets you in. You can see him thinking, you can see him feeling, you're with him. Whatever that thing is, Corey has it to a great degree.
Will we see any of the characters from the original series pop up? Are there any plans to?
There are, all I can say is stay tuned. Like I said, with the universes, the worlds will intersect at some point.
Secret intersections.
But like I said, we look at this as an expansion of the 24 universe. So, it's not unexpected it wouldn't be unexpected to see other characters that we've seen before come in and out.
Can we expect it to follow a similar format of the last one, where it's going to be basically two main blocks of time?
We will do a time jump within every minute is real time. Every episode is real time, second to second. At some point within the 12 episodes, we'll do a time jump and catch up to a 24-hour day.
Pretty much the same format as Live Another Day, as repeating the same kind of idea.
In terms of productions, are you guys thinking about the second season or continues this story?
We have ideas.
We just really started working on this season. We're focused on getting this season right. We're looking at this as a series. This is not a one-time limited series. This is an ongoing event.
What is your overall production schedule for the first season? Are you in the middle of shooting now?
No, we're writing right now, and we're going to start shooting around the middle of September and go through around February, beginning of February. We're right now, all we're doing is writing scripts, trying to get the first few scripts ready for to start shooting.
Can you talk?
About the series that sustains popularity after time?
I would say, to me, it's like it's a series that the roller coaster aspect of it. The idea that it's the real time of things, where it's happening, as you watch. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, and I think in a way that other series do not. I think and there's the cliffhangers and the stories and the suspense. It's when I came onto the series when it was already well in its run, when I got the call to watch it. And I sat down and watched it with my wife. We watched 8 episodes in a row. It was like crack cocaine. I mean, and it's an old venerable Hollywood tradition. The cliffhangers. And it really is a metamorphosis of that old genre.
It's still real time's still a unique way to tell a story, with a unique kind of rhythm of tension and energy, and at the end of the day, it still has to be really good with actors who really deliver,
I think the themes too. I'm sorry. I think the themes also are still, unfortunately, still with us. A lot of the stories that really are it's the well that the show keeps drawing from is the world we're living in now. In much the same way 24 kind of had that extra resonance in its first iteration back in 2001. As the Chinese curse goes, may you live in interesting times, and I'm afraid we still do.
Can you talk at all about what the main confrontation or event that's...
No.
How would you? Have you guys seen? No one's seen the pilot yet?
No one's seen the pilot. Hall H is going to give a little bit away.
I think the main setup is of a and it's suggested by the U.S. the raid on Osama bin Laden, and stories that we had heard and read about the soldiers who did that raid had to kind of go into hiding because they killed a major terrorist figure, and how some of their lives became kind of uprooted. And I remember at one point there was one soldier who was asked, "What do I do in witness protection?" and he was told, "You can drive a truck." And so the idea came that it hit us. What if there was this large terrorist who was killed by a group of soldiers, and the soldiers had to go back to their own lives and and instead of being giant heroes, had to basically hide. And then from there, the idea grew that what if one by one the soldiers were being killed off, and they realized quickly, and our hero realizes that someone has leaked their names and that someone is after them. And that is the start, the engine of this, which grows into a larger conspiracy, which ultimately involves CTU and the highest levels of government. So it was interesting. It also suggested an interesting character that was different from Jack Bauer. He is a soldier. He is not a master spy. And so he basically has to, and he looks at the world in black and white. Where do I pull the trigger? But now he's entering the world where things are grayer, and there's backstabbing and there's betrayal, and it's not something he's not used to. And so it's basically you've seen the evolution of a character into this world that Jack Bauer used to.
Guys, that's all the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.